Tell me something. How did you guys get the name Zapp?
My younger brother, his name's Terry, our younger brother, right? His nickname is Zapp. George Clinton came and talked to us and asked us what we ready, what we doing, and we got some songs. He said, yeah. So the first album came out. More Bounce to the Ounce was a single. Smash, #1.
Where were you when you heard of the transition of your brothers?
Something made him kill Roger.
Well, welcome back. Welcome back to the Extraordinary Drummer Show. As you know, I'm your host, Thecheron Moore. My guest today on the show, you know, I always say, wow. You all know him. He's the original drummer and band member, founder of the group Zapp. Some of the songs you all remember he either played on or worked in terms of the production and songwriting of the song, More Bounce to the Ounce. Oh, yeah. Computer Love, I Can Make You Dance, So Rough, So Tough. And we still try to learn all those drum beats from some of that stuff. I should say he's an entrepreneur. He's a legend. Will you help me welcome my guest today from the band Zapp, Lester Troutman. Hey, Lester.
Man, thank you. Wow. I'm Thecheron. Wow. Come on, man. That intro was 20 minutes. I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, all right. That intro was, hey, man, thank you so much, man. I'm just honored to be here. Thank you.
Welcome to the Extraordinary Drummer Show.
Just the name of the show already is just, you know, I'm on an all-time high, man. Just the name, just that name. Extraordinary Drummer. Man, that's, hey, I don't even know how I fit in that category, but thank you. Thank you for the invitation.
Not only do you fit the category, you help invent the category.
Well, all the glory goes to God. That's all I can say. All the glory.
Yes, sir. Hey, let me take you all the way back. You're originally from Dayton, Ohio?
Hamilton, Ohio.
Well, taking you back and doing a little bit of history, who are some of your influences coming up?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I knew you were going. How many do I get?
Give me the main two.
Two? Come on, man. Well, I listen to a lot of people, man. A lot of people. Let's see here. Dennis Chambers, #1. Tiki Fleetwood. That was Parliament.
So, Lester, tell me, when did you get your first drum kit? What kind of kit was it and so forth?
It was the kit was called a Roxy. My dad, I started playing when I was 4. And my dad got this kit when I was about 5 and a half, maybe 6. And he and a friend at the place that he worked at a place called Champion Papers in Hamilton, Ohio. It was an old drum set that somebody had. So my dad and his friend took it and they cleaned it up, got all the hardware, you know, sanded it down and painted it black. Okay. And that was my first drum set. He got the hardware and I played that thing, man, till I was probably 9 years old, man, maybe 10. Yeah. My first drum set was a Roxy. It was, oh my God. Woo, wind would blow it over.
Take me forward a little bit to the Rogers, you and your brother Roger doing the Human Body Band. Did that come out of the garage or something, I heard?
Yeah, we had let me see, how do you say this correctly? We grew up in the hood, and my dad had a garage. Okay, he drove a truck, and he had a garage and he parked his truck. So he would take the truck and the car out, and we would go in there and practice. Okay, so we would go in the garage and we would practice and, you know, do shows. We were playing, you know, back when we would go down, we'd do tennis court dance. We play at the community center. We play at the high schools, junior high schools, the YMCA's, the YWCA's, the American Legions, the was that AMBEC post, all everywhere. We played everywhere. All the picnics, the Jewish picnics, the German picnic, everywhere, man. So as we grew older, we were able to get some of the guys that we knew in the community, our cousins, and we formed a band called, first it was the Essentials, and then we changed the name to the Human Body.
Tell me about the split from George Clinton. How did that come about, and why did that happen?
Let's keep it clean. It was time to move on.
We spoke earlier about, before I get to that awesome catalog that you guys mentioned, we spoke about some of the groups that you and your family and friends produced, and you mentioned Shirley Murdoch. Did you guys produce that record, As We Lay?
As We Lay, yeah. But it was about Shirley Murdoch. It was about her. It's about that vocal, man, that golden throat she's got. And that's what he did, Hey, take chances, And it was a smash. Golden Reel that's Be Your Man album. Some over in the corner. See if I can turn it a little bit. Okay, that's the thermostat. That's Zapp 2. This is a group. Next is a group, Diddy. That was a white group. Paperboy. I'm sorry, the song was called Diddy. Paperboy. It went gold. They just used a song, right? And that's Zapp 1 next to it, right? The gold album. And these albums are now all platinum. Okay, like you said, now they're all platinum, right? You with me, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, still there? Then
yes.
It's we turn it, then we going over here, then it's that's the Unlimited album. Okay. And then that one you see behind the machine right there that's Heard It Through the Grapevine. That's Roger 1. Okay. Then that reel under there is Shirley Murdoch, Golden Reel, right? For her As We Lay album. Okay.
Nice.
And then over here is that one right there is a golden reel for Zapp 2. Okay, just to name a few. All right. Some more over in my living room. But
talk about some of the records for a second. What songs did you play drums on?
Let's see. Live drums, More Bounce to the Ounce. The entire first album. That was recorded in 1978. There was no drum machines then. Okay. All of the first album, More Bounce, Be All Right, Funky Bounce, all of the songs, right? Roger 1, Heard It Through the Grapevine, So Rough, So Tough, Max Axe, Chunk of Sugar, all those songs it was before drum machines. We did those and recorded those in 78, 79, part of 80. Yeah. So then Zapp 2, Dance Floor, Do I Diddy, Come On, Playing Kind of Rough. Let's see. Do You Really Want an Answer? And all those songs that I named have been sampled 1 million times.
Yeah, I'm going to come to that.
Yeah, then Zapp, then it was Zapp 1, Roger 1, Zapp 2, then it was Zapp, then Roger 2, which was Midnight Hour. Wow, Midnight Hour, that was a single on that. I heard it through, obviously, I'm gonna wait till the Midnight Hour, Wilson Pickett song. all of that entire album.
Wow. Hey, that's too many. That's just too many for you to try to remember.
Then I Can Make You Dance.
Oh, yeah.
3. Spend My Whole Life, I Can Make You Dance. That album, all of that album.
Let me ask you this question though: how did you feel that playing some great big hits with drums, and then having to mix it with the electronics, with the drum machines and stuff? How did you feel about that?
At that time, in the 80s, man, the music was changing. The rappers were coming in, if you will. Hip hop was coming in. Run DMC, Grandmaster Flash, all those guys, they were coming in, man, and they were, they was using these drum machines, man. It's like, what, how in the heck are they doing that? And that stuff was hitting. It was popular. It was bam. It was just killing, right? We had to do something. Right, we had to do something. We had to catch up with the times, or lay down. So, we had to do it. It was a challenge, needless to say, because we used to sit in the studio for hours and days to get a good drum sound. Where you could just take a drum machine, program it, hit play. You do almost very little EQing.
Wow, doing a little drum technique talk while we're there, even. Your playing style, your vibe, your feel, your pocket, those notes, boy, you could drive a Mack truck through those notes. They were so big and spacious, man. What were you thinking? What was your approach as a drummer that gave you that approach and those mechanics?
Listening to music, listening to what I like, the drummers that I like. I used to like a rock drummer I like was John Bonham, was Led Zeppelin. He was funky, right? He used to play with a lot of holes instead of all that running and rolling around. He played with a lot of holes in the song. He left a lot of room. Then listening to James Brown and in Motown, I know you want to leave me. Listen to them holes, right? And James Brown, my God, he was a pocket master. And then here comes George, You feeling me? Okay, I'm sorry. Just, boom, foot and a hi-hat. Oh my God, that's a whole, like you say, big enough for 3 Mack trucks. So, listening to that, and watch how people would I would watch how people react when those kind of songs came on. I said, man, this is look at this, man. And then as a local band, or I should say a touring band, we would play clubs, and we were dance band, and we would have to play the songs that the people like to dance to. I got my mind made up. Come on, you can get it, girl. Get it time, right? Nothing but 4 on the floor, right? Ladies' night, let's stay, 4 on the floor. So I listened to them guys and I watched the people dance. I said, man, this is what's up. This is what you got to do. And then my brother told me something many years ago. He said, if you want something in your pocket, play in it.
Lester, we do a thing on the show that we call Word of Advice, where we ask the guests if they will leave a parting word for the up-and-comer drummers. A word of advice, even the guys at the next level, they're trying to get traction in this game. Would you leave them a word of advice, please?
I would be honored to. Young guys, there's a few things, and I hope I don't bore you or run you away too quickly. Do what you feel. If you play drums, you feel like showing off, do it. Just do it. Do it with authority. Do it with confidence, and just do it. Never stop. And listen to your critics. Always listen to your critics, but you have to keep moving. That's it's very, very hard. Listen to your critics, but you got to keep moving. You got to keep it going. Again, don't stop, and stay true to what you're doing, man. Or guys, young ladies, just stay true to what you're doing. And this probably is a very, 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 very old cliche, or old thing, because it's not done like that anymore. But if you want something in your pocket, play in the pocket. You know, hey, but just keep it moving, guys. Just keep it moving, keep it moving, keep the funk going. And remember, drums, in my opinion, drums are just the foundation and the heartbeat of music, of a song. It's just, you know, you got drums, that's the foundation. You got a solid foundation, the song will never fall. You got a solid foundation, or never, 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 never fall. It's got a shaky foundation. It's a good chance that you can't stack stuff on top of it. So have a solid foundation.
Lester, in closing, what would you want your legacy to be said, to be told?
He's a hard worker. I always try to get it done. Hey man, you know, I don't know, man. You know why that's a hard question for people? You know why I think that's a hard question to me. Now we talking, right? It's a hard question because it seems like that's the end. You know, it's like, hey, it's the end. And people ask me, to say, how you doing? I say, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Now, to me, I was 42 when my brothers died. Well, one brother killed the other brother, okay? 42. Was a young man. And everything stopped. So it seemed like everything in my whole life stopped. And I prayed that if and when I was ever put in a position to get back on my feet and to continue making music, playing music, touring, driving, helping people, whatever it is, that I would do it as hard as I possibly could. And that I would never, never stop until God said it's time to stop. So I don't even really know how to answer that question. I don't know. Like my dad taught us many, many years ago, you go and you do your very, 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 very best. Once you do your very, very best, the people will judge. They'll judge. Once they judge you, then you got to meet the main judge, is God. He's got it. He'll let you know where you're going, if you're going to heaven or to hell. So I don't really, you know, I don't even know, man. What's that? How's it go? Never think more of yourself than you really, really are. So I don't know, man. But I'm honored to even be on this show. Okay. I never thought that I was an extraordinary drummer. I always thought that I just was here serving the purpose at the moment. And people thought that my work was good. I was honored. I'm going way down. Like you say, a rabbit hole. I'm way down there. I tell you, Sharon, hey man, I just love to have fun. I want to be me, and I hope people, I just hope people embrace my work. I hope people listen to my work, look at my work, look at the work that my brother's done, and seeing that all we were trying to do is make people have a good time, make people dance, and make people forget about their problems just for a few minutes. Because if you get a short break, you can continue on. Just a little bit of break.
First of all, let me say, if I may, that was awesome, what you just shared with us. I felt your spirit. I felt your heart. I felt your compassion. And I want to say thank you so very much for being on the Extraordinary Drummer Show.
It is my pure, plum-pleasing pleasure. It's a pleasure to be here, man. Again, extraordinary. I appreciate this, man. I'm just honored, to even be in the same room with the greats that you had on here.
Lester, again, thank you so very much for being on Extraordinary Drummer Show. Will you help me wave goodbye to everybody, to all the fans?
See you all later. Hey, listen, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.